Okay, so this video consists into using the video edit, the equation editor into your D2L. For the purposes of explaining how to use the equation editor into your D2L, I have a question. A ball is projected at an angle of 37 degrees up from the horizontal with a speed of 20 meters per second. What is the maximum height? How long will it stay in the air? And what is the range? You have several options to answer those questions. You can have work completed into your paper, take a picture of it and add it as a file. You can record an audio in which you are explaining your thought process on the question and then giving us the answer. Or you can record a video in which your face will be there and explain your thinking process and show us the answer. However, another way to answer this question is to use the equation editor. So as you see here on the question, you have this box with several options to choose from. The one that we are in interest of is this with three little dots. If you click on it, then you will see more options. And the one that is in our interest is the sum sign. So if you click on it, then you will see something like this. And on this case, what you will do is you will use different features here. What features are we using on this question are pretty much the one that you will use on physics or math. However, you feel free to explore more those options and to just be better at it. So the first one will be to calculate the first step to solve this question. And again, do not think on how to solve it. Why is it like this? Just see how am I using the video editor. So the first one will be to solve the vertical velocity, vertical component of the velocity, which will be velocity times sine 37 degrees. And when you use your calculator, you will figure out that it is 12.4 meters per second. And then you can even do this, copy and paste it, and then change it. When we are solving the horizontal component of the velocity, we are figuring out it as v times cosine 37, which after you use your calculator will be 15.97 meters per second. After that, so this will be the prior work. After that, we are looking for maximum height. And the maximum height, as a given for the maximum height, will be acceleration. So for the acceleration is a vector quantity, which means that will be equal to 9.81 meters per second squared going down. And then the velocity, the vertical velocity, will be equal to 12.04 meters per second. And what we are looking for, v, this is the same as v1 in your formula, and then v2 in your formula will be equals to 0. And what we are looking for is the displacement, which is a vector quantity and will be displacement. Okay. Now the way that we solve it will be that if we are using the formula v2 squared, so if we go here we will see v2 squared, we will have something like this. So v2 squared is equal to v1 squared v1 squared plus 2AD. And from here we can figure out that D is equal to V2 squared, which is this one here. So V2 squared minus V1 squared over 2A equals to, again, 0 minus, open brackets, 12.04 squared over 2 times negative 9.81, and then close brackets. And this will be 7, if you enter it into your calculator, will be 7.4, equal 7.4 meters. And this will be the final answer. You can bold it or not. And then when we are looking for time in air, and when I bolded it as Control B, but you can even go further to that. Time in air, then what do we have here is a V2 is V2 is equal to 0 because we are at maximum height, and since we are dealing here with time up and time down with a projectile, time up is equal to time down, and then the time will be V2, so in fraction, V2 minus V1 divided by acceleration, which will be, in our situation, 0 minus 12.04 over negative 9.81. And when you are entering into your calculator, will be 1.23 seconds. So the total time will be, or time in the air, 2 times the up. And you can even do this. Will be equals to 2 times 1.23 seconds equals to 2.45 or 46 seconds. So this is how you use the equation editor, and then you click insert. Will appear something like this, and when I open it will be correct. Okay, this is for the equation editor. As I said, if you know this stuff, then fine, don't look at this video. If you want to enter it or to use the equation editor into your D2L, then feel free to review this video and to see it again. Thank you. Bye.